What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Thor Media podcast. I'm your host, Todd from Detail Made Simple, and today I have something special for you all. So pretty much I am in the mood for something tropical, a nice relaxing, and also giving some nice boost and shine on my vehicle. And I am just going to do this today with the Clean by Pan Rinseless Wash. Now, if all of you don't know, if you haven't watched my tier list video, you could go back. I did a couple of videos on the Thor Media podcast where we did comparisons on all the rinseless washes out there, and this actually performed really well. So that is something to keep in mind. So that is what I am going to showcase today. This does have, pretty much it is a hybrid blend. It has very great cleaning powers, but it is super slick as well. So with the polymers itself, it gives that extra boost and shine and gloss on the paint. Typically, I like to use my Franco stick shift. But in this case, what I am going to be doing is just using a, I'm going to show two different methods. You can either use a rinseless sponge, or you could use the Gary Dean method and use a whole bunch of towels. And I'll show both ways, just quick, easy. These are the Freebird 400 and from the House of Rags, nice plush quality towels. So this way you can have four sides and do multiple areas at a time. So to not waste any time, all you need is Clean by Pan's Rinseless Wash that I'm using in this case, and it is a 256:1 dilution ratio. Now, if all of you don't know, pretty much 1 ounce is 30 milliliters, and I have 2 gallons of water in here. I am using my typical polishing cart because this is where I use the pad washer to help keep things waist level. So I am going to add 30 mils, and I am measuring this where you could grab your NyQuil, DayQuil, whatever medicine cabinet that you have, and just keep this so this way you always have exactly 30 mils, and you are able to put that in there, mix it up thoroughly, and we are ready to go. So I am mixing up the rinseless wash. And then I am just going to dunk 2 towels. You don't need to dunk all your towels because I am demonstrating both options for all of you. And I got this in here, putting in the rinseless wash sponge just to show you how well this product actually works. And also at the end, show you how well it releases dirt from your wash media. So let's get started with the video. And yeah, so I do have a keg sprayer. You can use a regular IK sprayer. Just with this, I already have it prepped with Pan's Rinseless Wash. You could use this because it's 80 PSI. I have this at 80 PSI, and you get pretty much great pressure. So you're blowing off that loose dirt and debris. Do you need a keg? No, you don't. Does it make it a lot easier? 110%, yeah. So as you can see, look how much pressure it is just producing, and you're pretty much rinsing off that dirt and grime. Or, as I said, people don't like to use just an IK sprayer. So if you do have a foamer, I do have a Decon Wash in here. This is just detail code, so I only put a little bit in here. But I already pumped it up, and you could do a hybrid wash where you can foam it on, let it dwell, and I'm not gonna waste your time. You could just rinse off the rest of the soap if you like. So that is something for all of you to keep in mind as well. This is if you want to be extra safe, if you're worried about swirls, scratches, all that jazz. But I am not going to focus on that right there. So I will bring you to the back of the vehicle where you pretty much saw on how dirty the vehicle was, and the best representation is the back because I do have a gray vehicle, so I apologize for that. And we are going to get started right here. So all in all, I am doing the keg sprayer route, and I'm going to show you both multiple towel methods and just the rinseless sponge. So I am just pre-treating this area all together. And with the keg, I do have about like 15 feet of hose. So this is the great thing. And I'm getting close just to blow off all of that dirt, grime, and debris. let it encapsulate, emulsify, get all that jazz dirt out of there. And you just pretty much let it sit, let it do its job, and I will grab first. You know what? First, I'll grab the Rinseless wash sponge, and that is because I'm just gonna dunk it and show you how well it releases the dirt and grime from your media. Now, with the pre-rinse in itself, we removed a lot, so I am going to grab dirt on purpose. You don't have to do this, right? This is why I have a Keck sprayer. This is why I use a ceramic coating. This is all to make washing and cleaning easier. But don't do what I am doing. I am just showing you the threshold and the potential power of doing this. Obviously, the safer you can do a wash, the better, right? This is just common sense. So you grab this up in here, and I am going to dunk this right here. Look, right here. See that on the right? Just dunked it in there, release it from here. I'm just gonna squeeze it here, so I'm still all in frame. Just squeeze the sponge, and it is still completely clean. Removes all that dirt and grime. Now, if you do the Gary Dean method route, because people call it the Gary Dean method, we're gonna move on to this side, and you will see that you can grab one towel in itself, fold it up into fours, and now you have four sides, which is another great way. Now you're just washing more towels at the end. So use whatever method, and you're never reintroducing the same towel into the wash bucket. So you can see barely any dirt and grime, just the same way what we were doing with the sponge. We are just grabbing this, coming all the way down, and now once we hit to the bottom, still pretty much almost clean. We are coming down to this side, and same thing. Grab everything, and what I am going to do on purpose is, again, grab extra dirt and grime. I'm gonna leave that there. I grabbed that all the way from the bottom, so I am gonna keep this on the side. I'm not gonna dunk it back inside the media, or you know what? I still got extra sides, right? So I'm just gonna flip it over to the other side and re-clean this fender. So you're gonna re-clean the same fender if it's extra dirty or whatnot. Just flip it to a clean side, and as you can see, it is still clean. But all in all, I'm gonna keep this side right here, just as such. And once you are done, you can grab your favorite drying towel of choice, which this one, I'm pretty sure you guys all see me on my video, always use a lot of the times as my final buff off towel, is the Baby Goats. And this is the Rinseless Wash Baby Goat from Clean by Pan. And all you gotta do is just dry. We're gonna dry the vehicle, we're gonna dry the window here. It feels nice and slick. No issues whatsoever with this Rinseless Wash underneath the towel. Drying, and dry the paint, flashes off nice and easy. No streaks on the glass. Let me bring you in. It is humid in here, but that is the reason why it is doing that. I do have my mini split on, and I am sweating my ass off, but that is neither here or there. But we are practically done, right? All you gotta do is just rinse and repeat. I was talking, I was demonstrating, I was showing these options, and yeah, I mean, this video was only 10 minutes long, and guess what? You can actually do your entire vehicle within like 20-30 minutes tops, just doing a rinseless wash. So let me bring you all in here, just so all of you can see. I don't know why I dunked two. Well, I'll use this for the rest of the wash. You can grab your towel, bring it to the grit guard, scrub it, scrub it, scrub, scrub, scrub. And look how much of that dirt and grime it removed. Oops, I'll just squeeze this out. There it is. Look at that. That is the dirt and grime that was removed. As you can see, obviously a little bit of staining there, right here. And yeah, it is super easy, super simple. And then you just, if you want, the longer you let it dunk, it will clean off more of that stuff. Or you can rub it again on the grit guard, come back up, and as you can see, completely clean. So yeah, so hopefully, let me bring you all back. So as you can see, the water is murky, it is dirty. Obviously, did the rinseless on the entire car, but let me bring you all up and see if we can find the dirty towel, because I was trying to look for it before I did that. And just so you know, this is a 5-pack of the Freebird. So these are the completely 3 dry ones. And let me remove this sponge and come take a look. So I am squeezing this one out. The longer you leave stuff inside the rinseless solution, it'll remove that grime. And as you can see, hopefully the camera picks this up. Let me back up a little bit more. Look at that. So this is one of the towels I was in there, because remember, I only dunked in 2. Bam. And here is the second one. As you can see, where is that extra dirt and grime that was in here? Oh, I think I probably found it. Could be this area. Don't know. But yeah, this is completely clean. So that's clean, dirty, murky water. And yeah, so time. All right, so hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. So pretty much all I ended up doing was using Clean by Pan's rinseless wash, and then you could pair it up with either, you know, multiple towel method or rinseless wash method, rinseless sponge method. And then I just paired it up with my rinseless wash drying towels, which you guys know I typically always go for the baby goats. I always use that as a nice final buff off towel, and Clean by Pan has that version in itself. And yeah, the only reason why I went with Clean by Pan's is because his polymers are a little bit extra stout, so you do leave an extra bit more gloss and extra slickness and a little bit of protection, because it is more polymer heavy than surfactant heavy, and that is the results that you get. It's quick, easy, simple. Just use whatever rinseless wash that you want, but in this case, if you want that extra, as I said, gloss and pop, just because of the extra polymers it has, then you can go with Clean by Pan. And then on top of that, you guys saw it does have great releasing capabilities of releasing the dirt, grit, and grime from your wash media. You saw I have a 5-pack of Freebirds, 3 packs are in the towel, and the one that ended up being the dirtiest, I can't even tell which one it is, because the longer you let it sit in the rinseless wash, it'll break down more of that dirt, grit, and grime and just release it. So quick, easy, simple. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what rinseless washes you're using. And let me know if you interchange depending on what characteristics you're looking for. So I will see you all on the next one. Peace.